Carlos, what are some things happening in the M&A marketplace and media? What are some themes that are going to drive activity or lack of activity?
Yeah, great question. So I think one of the things that we're seeing, and maybe it's a function of the fact that obviously a lot of activity here in our backyard in Los Angeles around content as the key engine driver of what we're seeing happening. So if you look at the landscape, content historically has really transformed companies. Going back to Lionsgate, a few years ago, whether it was the Hunger Games or Twilight, it really catapulted, that business. The same could be said for AMC and the successes they've had with Mad Men or Breaking Bad, and now with their Fear the Walking Dead and Walking Dead franchise. What you're seeing is that content is playing such a critical role in the whole ecosystem from a few different perspectives. I think the first is using content as a differentiator, a la what Netflix has been able to do, and did originally by picking up House of Cards and transforming essentially what was original programming on an over-the-top service. And obviously since then, Amazon, Hulu, and others have followed suit. Aside from that, and the obvious traditional media companies trying to get access to more unique, differentiated content to bring eyeballs to their platforms, you're now starting to see the influx of the technology players coming into play, whether it's an Apple or an Amazon or a Facebook or even a Google. On the horizon at some point, I think you're going to start seeing a lot of these players play a critical role as content, they utilize content to essentially differentiate their services.
That's new. Andrew, you're on a roll. Andy, you're going to get Google last. Tell me about Facebook.
Look, I think Facebook is a giant. I think a very important transformation took place with the growth of Facebook, where people wanted to communicate, and that was a platform they did it on. They were smart enough to realize that that wasn't going to be where it stopped. So they went out and got Instagram, and they went out and got WhatsApp, either of which they've just begun to monetize. I think it's very important. There's a tension in Facebook because, so this evolution I talked about over the course of a decade was that they aggregated and therefore owned the audience. And right now, owning the audience is where all the value is. It's why they're valued at 10 times what a content company, a media company is.
Carlos, Amazon.
That's the one I wanted.
I purposely didn't give it to you for that reason.
I'll take that one just because it's a gimme. So the phenomenal thing about Amazon, as everybody knows, is it's all about selling the shoes and the diapers. And the amazing thing that they've actually been able to utilize is their data advantage and making sure that my wife not only continues to actually pay for the diapers and the shoes, but all of a sudden you've got tremendous content. Next is going to come the drones. I think they're sitting on an incredible opportunity, and the amount of things that they're going to do, I think, is still going to be unbelievable going forward.
Can I take it as
wow.
I actually think the best part of it, is web services. I mean, is basically they are the backbone, and the ability that they have, I want to say control, to lead or push, given what they have, is extraordinary. And the ability that they will have in 3 to 4 years, I mean, everything we're talking about is the delivery of content. They have their hands and tentacles in all of it. And that's the backbone. To me, that is their crown jewel of everything that they deliver, everything that they create, everything that they share is because of their backbone. That's extraordinary.
And I would add on Amazon, they are one of the best merchandisers around. If you look at the homepage of the way they sell product, they know more how to sell stuff to you than almost anybody in an over-the-top way. And I think if you look at what's happened in search, Google owns browser search. There's a war going on in audio search right now between Cortana, Siri, Amazon Alexa, Google Now, maybe the X1 Comcast things. So they're trying to control the front end. Really, there's nobody who owns video search yet, who really is the one place there. And the intriguing thing that I think Amazon is trying to do through Alexa and Echo is to say, hey, I want to watch something tonight and have it go through them and go through their merchandising. And if they do that and pull it off, they'll be essentially what happened to music with Apple. I think they have an extremely strong hand between both the delivery, this ability to control maybe audio search, and just general power of merchandising.